Hey guys, I'm on my little crappy camera right now because my brother's borrowing my nice camera. Hopefully it doesn't hurt it. He should not. He won't. Well, looky there. It just plopped on down. It's weird finding the balance with this thing. Yep. It's just really good. Piece of shit. Shit camera. Oh, there we go. Go forward. Well, not too creepy, huh? Yeah. Hopefully that works. I wanted to do the UFC on versus 1 card, even though I'm not going to be able to see it because Dish Network doesn't have versus for whatever reason. Still doesn't have versus. We had a free preview for a while, but that's gone. Also wanted to probably get into some my James Toney thoughts a little later. But first, let's do the undercard real fast. Just the winners I'm going to pick: Eric Schaefer, Mike Pierce, Brendan Schwab, John Howard, Dwayne Ludwig, Vladimir Matyushenko, Clay Guida. Yeah, that's pretty much the undercard for me. Although I do think that Elliot Marshall, Vladimir Matyushenko fight, that's a tough one, but I am going with Vladimir. But Elliot could win. I mean, it's almost like I could see it as a total passing of the torch kind of fight where someone, you know, kind of fades away and someone else kind of takes the win and runs with it. But, you know, you never know. Kind of like, you know, the biggest one is Matt Hughes and GSP, where GSP just ran with it after he beat him. And then we got the main card. They upped James Irvin versus Alessio Sakara up there on the main card, which is really cool because that seems like a fun fight to watch. This is at 185. So James Irvin is going to be a walking skeleton. I don't know if that cut may be really drastic for him. It may hurt. I don't know. Given that this is probably going to be a stand-up affair, though, I'm going to give it to Irvin. Why the hell not? And then we got Paul Bunatello versus Czech Congo. You know, a lot of people are picking Congo in this, but I'm actually going to go with Bunatello. I think he could do this. It's going to be standing. Well, unless Congo starts using his boring wrestling, but we'll see. But I think it's going to be standing, and I don't know. I just like Paul in this. If I had money to put on this fight, I'd put it on Paul because he is the underdog, and I do think he has a good chance here to win. Junior Dos Santos versus Gabriel Gonzaga, and of course the heavy favorite Santos, because Gonzaga has never really lived up to his full potential after Crow Cop. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the trend here and go with Dos Santos. But I like to see Gabriel win. I like to see him come back into the picture, you know, because I like the dude. He's a good fighter. He just seems like he's never able to win at the right time. He isn't able to get these important wins. Almost like he may not be that good. Maybe he's not good enough. Who knows? I'm still undecided on that. Or he may just be missing barely missing some wins here. And we got the main event, which is John Jones versus Brendan Vera. That is a spectacular fight. I wish I was able to watch it. I may have to try to find a stream online or something, but that should be a barn burner. I'm really hyped on John Jones. I'm going to go with him. Think he's going to win this. Yeah, I'm going to go. He's just so hot right now. He's doing everything right. He has such great arsenal for a stand-up fighter. He has good wrestling. He's just all around great fighter who's exciting to watch, and he's one of those guys. It just makes me really inspirational about the future of MMA, because he's taking all these different little things from different places and putting them together and making a great arsenal of weapons in these fights. So yeah, I'm gonna pick Jon Jones, and hopefully he has another kind of, big win, big, just blows him out of the water win. Like, oh wow, that's Bones Jones. All right, then I want to talk on James Toney. He's signed with the UFC. He's a boxer. I really don't know that much about him. Although after he got signed, I kind of delved into his past to see, his accomplishments and stuff, and I read up about him and how he used to be a way lighter class. I think he got pretty. He was doing good until he got his ass kicked by Roy Jones Jr., which is nothing to be ashamed about. Then he kind of ballooned up and he started fighting some bigger guys, and he's pretty much done pretty well for himself doing that. And let's see, I was thinking about who should he fight, right? Who should his first fight in the UFC be? And to me, the easy route to go with this is you make him fight someone. This is, the UFC is probably going to make him fight someone with a ground game who can destroy him. But then the way they have it set up, though, they have him signed to, I think it's a 3-fight contract. And I was thinking it'd be awful to have him exposed in the first fight, and then have, the rest of his fights are just him losing whatever star power he has in the MMA field. It seems like they need to build him up a little bit. And what I was thinking about was, I saw here that he had 2 fights with Hasim Rahman, and both of those fights, one was a draw and one was a headbutt cut. I think it was a headbutt cut. So you have 2 fights that this guy's had that were not a big majority decision, not one that put him over the top and said, oh, this guy's a clear winner. So these guys have a history, and I read here at the bottom when I was looking at his file, in an interview dated February 26, 2009 with DreamFighters.com, Rahman expresses interest in crossing over into mixed martial arts. And I thought, ding, 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 that would be exciting. I think you give guys, a boxing match with these guys in the UFC, pretty much a boxing match, because I don't think anyone's going to try to take it to the ground, and they get to settle and air out everything, all their past. And it also builds up, whoever wins, it builds up them. But you get to see a lot. I think that would attract more boxing enthusiasts, is to actually give them something that boxing couldn't actually deliver on, which is a final clear-cut result in this little feud that James Toney had with Rahman. And I don't know, I just thought I'd throw that out there. And then you could maybe put them each up against, if Rahman wins, you kind of go with him or whatever and throw him to a wrestling guy. But I think James Toney would probably win. And you go ahead and you find, I almost want to say like a Roy Nelson. That's like the perfect fight for him, to just a fight where he's able to be put on the ground and just subbed, or maybe even TKO'd. Just something where you can almost pass all his fame into another person. I know it's kind of mean to say that, but I just don't see the longevity of having someone like James Toney around, who I don't think he's really going to be willing to learn all the the ground game and the clinch work and everything. And he probably won't even learn how to kick or check kick. So it's not like you should put your future into this guy. So I'd like to see them, get him a good win, get some boxing fans to actually look at an MMA card. I almost want to say they shouldn't put it on a free night, but put it early on a card on one of the UFCs, in the main event. I mean, not in the main event, but in the pay-per-view card, the ones you actually see, not the prelims. And get some people watching, that wouldn't normally watch MMA events. And I thought that'd be a good idea, because that's a feud that doesn't have an end. And I know how much the UFC loves trilogies, right? So I thought I'd throw that out there. But so yeah, I did my predictions for this. Hopefully it's a good card. It looks like an awesome free card. And I really wish I had verses, but I don't. So, sucks to be me. I'll talk to you guys later, alright? Bye-bye!